Hey folks, Seth here, and today I'm going to be taking a look at Deathsmiles for the Xbox 360, a 2D horizontal scrolling gothic lolly bullet hell shmup. And that's honestly not a sentence I thought I'd ever have to say. Originally a 2007 arcade game by veteran shoot-'em-up developer Cave, Deathsmiles places you in control of a young girl of your choice and demands you navigate your way through a maze of bullets and enemies. Alright, it's not always this bad. In fact, thanks to a scalable difficulty level, the game can be fairly easy or downright brutal depending on your preference. What you're watching here is a section of a level being played on the easiest difficulty. And now here's that same level being played on a higher difficulty. I don't know, looks pretty much the same. Never mind. Before you start each level, you can choose from one of 3 ranks that control the difficulty of that level. Not only does this change the amount of bullets and enemies on screen, but it can also add additional attacks and even forms to bosses. Take that, giant face in the ground. Oh look, he's back. Take that again, giant skull in the ground. There are 3 modes to choose from, being Arcade, version 1.1, and Xbox 360. Now, Arcade mode and Xbox 360 mode are identical save for 2 differences. The first being graphics. Supposedly. The manual says Xbox 360 mode reproduces the excitement of the arcade version with beautiful graphics. That being said, you just watch the same level in the 2 different graphic styles. Can you tell the difference? Yeah, neither can I. The other difference is that arcade mode frequently blocks out ranks, forcing you to choose a higher difficulty on levels. This doesn't happen on Xbox 360 mode, so if you want the easiest game possible, definitely stick to that. Version 1.1 is a neat little mode where you have direct control over your familiar, that cute little creature orbiting around your character. Normally the familiar just rotates around you depending on how you move, but in 1.1 you can directly control its position at all times with the right analog stick. Hey, what are those little blue and yellow bullets, you're probably not asking? Well, those are suicide bullets which fire out of defeated enemies and only appear when you enter death mode. Death mode is yet another way in which to up the difficulty of the game. It's activated in version 1.1 by selecting rank 3 difficulty on a level, and it's activated in arcade and Xbox 360 mode by choosing rank 3 5 times or by entering the optional canyon level. While in death mode, rather than just avoiding suicide bullets, it's possible to absorb them with your familiar to clear a path and add some points to your score. There's also a Mega Black Label version of each of the 3 modes. Mega Black Label was a 2008 update to the original arcade game and introduces a few new additions. Sakura, previously a story-only non-playable character, joins the selectable roster. There's also the addition of a new optional level, the Ice Palace. Oh hey look, my nephew just signed on alive. Thanks for ruining the shot, fuck. Probably the biggest addition to Mega Black Label is the inclusion of rank 999. This difficulty level is recommended for hardcore shmup fans only, as it's... well, just watch for yourself. Yeah, obviously this would be impossible if the hitbox was the size of your character, so your hitbox is actually limited to a small yellow heart at the center of the girls. As long as that heart stays out of harm's way, you remain unscathed. Oh. And you can't see it because I'm zoomed in right now, but I'm actually fighting a giant cow boss that just looks like a giant cow. I don't know how this isn't listed as a feature on the back of the box. Luckily, there are a couple of ways to clear the screen of bullets when things get too hectic. Expected, I'm sure, is the shmup staple bomb, which clears the screen of bullets and enemies, leaving you invulnerable for the duration of its explosion. There's also something called power-up mode that can help you rid the screen of bullets. As you take out enemies on the map, they'll drop items which fill up your item counter in the lower left corner of the screen. Once the item counter reaches 1000, you can hit the forward and rear fire buttons at the same time to enter power-up mode. Any bullets on screen at the time you enter power-up mode will change into items and give you some temporary breathing room. Power-up mode is also the key to playing a high-scoring game. Power-up mode not only increases the offensive power of your shots, it also makes defeated enemies drop a ridiculous amount of items, helping you build up your score. The mode ends when the item counter reaches 0 or when you take a hit from an enemy bullet. The game comes with more than enough options, letting you completely customize the buttons, change the background image, and even completely alter the game settings, though messing with this last option makes it impossible to earn achievements. Also, the play screen is a little small when first loading up the game, so I definitely suggest you zoom in on that until it fits your screen. The game includes an Xbox Live mode that theoretically lets you play through the game with another person online. The entire game is already available to play co-op, so if you have a friend nearby, great. However, after several tries, I haven't been able to find a single other person waiting in a Deathsmiles online lobby. Maybe the game just isn't selling too hot. A really cool feature in the game is the ability to record entire playthroughs so that you can then pull them directly from the game in order to make video reviews. Or show off your sweet skills, whatever you want to do with them. Unfortunately, you can only fast forward in this mode as rewinding and pausing her out of the... Hey, no, not cool. We are not doing that here. No. Damn it, where did I put... Okay. Really sorry about that, folks. The game plays great even on the 360's analog stick and doesn't suffer from oversensitive movement or poorly defined diagonals like a lot of 2D games do on the console. The decision on purchase all comes down to whether you think the game is worth the full $50 asking price. The game is available exclusively in a special edition that includes a Chris Hansen summoning faceplate for the 360 and an arranged soundtrack, but it is a 30 or so minute arcade game, and there is this thing on the 360 called Xbox Live Arcade. Personally, I think it's easily worth the asking price, but your mileage may vary.